former Democratic Hawaii Representative Tulsi Gabbard issued a stark warning Friday about the proposed bill to combat domestic terrorism. Gabbard joined Fox News Primetime to discuss the legislation with host Brian Kilmeade, and she made it clear that she was concerned the legislation could be used to undermine civil liberties. Kilmeade introduced Gabbard, who had just stepped away from her congressional seat 2 weeks earlier, and asked, "Are you surprised they're pushing forward with this extra surveillance on would-be domestic terror? It's so dangerous, as you guys have been talking about. This is an issue that all Democrats, Republicans, Independents, Libertarians should be extremely concerned about, especially because we don't have to guess about where this goes or how this ends." Gabbard began, saying that former CIA Director John Brennan was already making comments that worried her. When you have people like former CIA Director John Brennan openly talking about how he's spoken with or heard from appointees and nominees in the Biden administration who are already starting to look across our country for these types of movements similar to the insurgencies they've seen overseas, that, in his words, he says, make up this unholy alliance of religious extremists, racists, bigots. He lists a few others, and at the end, even libertarians. Close quote. Gabbard said that the real concern was how officials defined their characteristics they were searching for in potential threats. What characteristics are we looking for, or as we are building this profile of a potential extremist, what are we talking about? Religious extremists? Are we talking about Christians, evangelical Christians? What is a religious extremist? Is it somebody who is pro-life? Where do you take this? Gabbard asked. The logical conclusion, she said, was a very dangerous undermining of our civil liberties, our freedoms in our Constitution, and a targeting of almost half of the country. Close quote. You start looking at obviously have to be a white person, obviously likely male, libertarians, anyone who loves freedom, liberty, maybe has an American flag outside their house, or people who, that attended a Trump rally, Gabbard said.